know that? Well, sing what you know of.
In the water.
Sound like you know he was.
Welcome. Welcome back. Gore the Dog Butcher one more time. Welcome back to another Worthless Mutts. Thank you for joining me again on another Remember the 6th of November is where we remember a day, time, a moment to remember the victims of dog attacks, those that have been attacked, those that have unfortunately passed away, those that have lost limbs, those that are living in building complexes or homes and their dogs there, and every day is a nightmare. Your life is being endangered in the neighborhood. You're fed up with dogs in grocery stores, dogs in carts, dogs in malls, dogs in hospitals, dogs in dentists, those that have a phobia of dogs, those that hate dogs, fear of dogs, those that have lost someone due to dog attacks. This day, this moment, this video is for you, for those that are in the past, for those in the present, and for those in the future. This is for you. And the reason why I've chosen Remember, it's based on that movie. And we need to remember the victims. And in society, the reason why dog culture is what it is because but the dog nutters, the dog lovers, dog experts, the dog shelters, they do not remember the victims. Imagine you go, I haven't been to a shelter, so I don't know exactly what is in there, but imagine going to a shelter and, they have pit bulls for sale, and they have, pictures or stones of names of victims who've been attacked or been killed by dogs in the shelter. You go in there as a customer looking for a worthless mutt, and you see that. That would probably repel you from getting dogs. And a lot of these shelter workers, whether they know or not or forget, they're not going to bring up the fact that these dogs are killers. They're not going to bring up the victims. And the reason why they don't do that, generally speaking now, is because they want to continue to push this dog nuttery on society. Imagine if the media always brought up victims that in the past, victims in the present. Imagine if the media or someone greater than me did something like this. I think it would steer people away from dog culture, pit bull culture. And they don't want us, or at least they don't want the dog nuts to remember the victims or anyone that has been killed, attacked, tormented, those that have been scared of dogs. They don't want anyone to remember those people or those incidents or those times. That's why dog culture, and we could say society in general, is what it is today, is because we forget and we do not want to bring up the past, the blood, the gore, the tragedy that these dogs have been causing for many, many years. That's why I remember. That's why we should remember. Because it keeps us away from these dogs and this dog culture. It reminds us not only of the victims, it reminds us of how dangerous dogs can be. But when we forget, ignorance, arrogance. Look throughout the world and throughout the calendar. They have, for centuries, many years, decades, they have the Christmases, they have Bastille Day, Remembrance Day, Memorial's Day, other dates on the calendar of which genocide took place, where they'll have ceremonies, they'll come together and remember those that they have lost. For anything else, they will remember. School shootings, terrorism, wars. You'll remember. And for some things, they will do their best to prevent it from happening. But when it comes to dogs, these things attack, kill. The news media will bring it up quietly. Some dog nuts will realize it, then they forget and move on, and they wait till another attack. That is very disrespectful. Disrespectful to the victims. Disrespectful to humankind, to mankind, to humanity. Of the way we have, placed these dogs, and have placed the victims, and have placed those that have been scared, that have been living in nightmares around these dogs. We remember the past, the present, and the future. I'm calling this another voyage, and as you can see, it's a boat. Boats is it's like a journey. People sail on boats, they travel to places on boats, and as you can see, it's raining. There's a storm, there's waves, and this is dangerous. Dangerous. Lives are at stake. And going through this dog culture and having to remind myself of the victims, it's somewhat the same. It's very identical, because rain symbolizes crying, emotion. The journey is going to be ups and downs like this. Just like going through this dog culture, there's ups and downs, there's emotion. I haven't cried in years, but sometimes, when I read stories of dogs killing victims, sometimes I just want to cry. I just want to cry. We're having babies as little as a day old. A day old. Does it get any worse than that? Babies a day old getting attacked and killed by dogs. Weeks old. Their eyes haven't been opened yet. They haven't seen anything yet. And this is also the finale of this channel. It's going to be more of an archive channel. So if those that are searching for dog information, you can watch my stuff if you want to. And one thing I forgot to mention in the intro video I did yesterday, the reason why I'd post a lot of videos for November, because I really did not want to make any videos up until today. This was technically, I wanted this to be the last day. So from August to November, I wanted absolutely no videos. I wanted no videos whatsoever. But, I see things happen and I end up making videos. So I just had scheduled those videos for November, for after this video. I just wanted no videos, do this video as like, hey, I'm finally back again type of thing. Last video out of nowhere. That's what I wanted, but this is technically the last authentic video I'm going to be doing. There's going to be a lot more scheduled videos after this, but after that, I am pretty much done with this channel. In the future, I'm going to be doing another channel. I don't know when, probably spring, summer, how, what, I really don't know, but that's to be decided. As of right now, my schedule is hectic. It is busy. No time for nothing. But here we are. One of the first videos I did like, I don't want to say the first video I did on this channel, but the first speaking video that I ever did to really start the Worthless Mutts channel, or whatever you want to call it. It was about the origin, like where did it start? And I still believe, and I still theorize that the cartoons, the movies, help manipulate children regarding dogs. There's no doubt. I would say cartoon dogs. If cartoon dogs were real,